So, just for a little bit of fun, we're going to try something completely different. We've got our BSB guys, we've got John McGuinness, we've got Harv team manager, and myself. It's a 5-ball challenge. See how many we can get out of 5. It's kind of BSB versus Rhodes. I'll go up first. Let's go for it. Come on then, Tom. I've got 1. You've got to beat 1. Keep your foot behind the green line. Come on, Andy. You've got to beat 1. John, no cheating. Oh, everybody got 1. Straight through. Ooh. Come on, Harv. If you miss, Tom's won. Champion. Well done, guys. Thanks a lot. Welcome onto the stage, Tom Neve, BSB rider. It's your 2nd year with the team. The team's got a little bit smaller for next year. How do you think that's going to change the dynamics?
Yeah, things are definitely going to change. This year, going from the biggest team in the paddock, 4 of us, to back to 2 of us, it's going to be a bit strange, I think, for a start. But I think it'll be a positive, more focus on what me and Andrew are going to be doing, more attention to detail, and yeah, it'll be a good season.
Cool. And between now and testing, you're keeping yourself fit, or what's your plan?
Yeah, so I was well due some downtime, really. I think after the season I've had, there's no denying it's been a difficult year with plenty of ups and downs. But I was quite thankful for a few weeks off. But now, even just 4 or 5 weeks on from the last round, I'm itching to get back on a bike again. But
already,
yeah, well, we live for it. Our whole lives revolve around this, and we're in the gym, we're riding bikes all the time, and then to have 4 or 5 months off, we just don't know what to do with ourselves. So I found myself back on the farm a little bit, doing a few jobs and bits and bobs, and back into the training in the gym as well. So yeah, we're all good to go, really.
Cool. And when will be your next opportunity back on the BSB bike? In testing, I assume?
So yeah, it's looking like the official test out in Spain again, which would be good, because we haven't been to Spain for a couple of years with COVID and everything. So it'll be nice to get a full testing program in place before the season starts, which I missed coming into my first year in Superbike. We just had a couple of cold, wet days at Snetterton and Silverstone, and we're straight into racing. So this year, I think we have 3 tracks in Spain and the UK tests before the season starts, so should get quite a bit of time on the bike this year. But yeah, we've got to wait till March, unfortunately. So I'll just have to stick to the motocross bike for the time being and make do with that.
Cool. Well, good luck for the next season. Thanks for joining us on the stand. I appreciate your time.
Thank you very much. Cheers.
Cheers, mate. Welcome on stage, Andrew Irwin, new BSB rider for Honda. Exciting times. How does it feel to be coming back to Honda?
Coming back to Honda for me, it's a dream. I think I'm coming back at the perfect time. The bike showed at the end of the year how strong it was. I think it had the most points out of anybody in the last 3 rounds. So getting on the bike that's done that, it gives you the butterflies in your belly. And honestly, when I first spoke to Harv again, I knew that's what I wanted to do. I wanted to come back here, get back on a bike that I loved the first time that I sat on it. And I think now when I sit on it, I'm going to notice it's an even stronger bike, a stronger package, and a bike that I think is more than capable of winning the British Superbike Championship.
And are you going to be working back with the same mechanics and with Harv? Is it like a school reunion where you're all getting back together again?
As far as I'm aware, I kind of slot into Glenn's team at the minute, and I've worked with Spider before in the past in 2019, so I had a really good season actually back then. It was my first full year, nearly made the showdown, won races, was on the podium with what was the old Fireblade then, and yeah, so to get back working that side of the garage, I think it's good, it's positive. I know the people and I know everybody inside the team already because I've always been inside the garage. Whenever Glenn's been there, we had that experience. So yeah, it's like putting on an old pair of gloves. It fits, and that's the ideal way for me. And I just can't wait just to get back on it. March can't come soon enough.
And between now and testing, you've got Christmas. You're going to be relaxing or training or?
Yeah, I've got quite a busy period coming up. I'm going to be a dad in 3 weeks' time, so Christmas is going to be busy. But yeah, just really until January I take over, do maybe 3-4 days a week training, not too much because it's a long season. You know, we're not boxers where it's one fight. We keep going the whole season, so you have to be able to maintain that throughout the 10 months of the year. And so from the start of January to the end of October, just work hard. But yeah, I look forward to it, and just get that buzz for testing and just be ready for the 1st of March coming, and just work hard.
Cool. Well, thanks for joining us on the stand, and good luck for next season, mate.
Thank you very
and
much.
congratulations, going to be a dad.
Cheers, mate.
Cheers,
Thank
mate.
you. Thanks.
We're back on the Honda stand. TT legend, good friend, John McGuinness. John, I just want to go first of all through the TT, how it went for you. You finished every race you started, no mechanical problems, brilliant TT, no?
Yeah, I think so. I think you're dead right what you say there. I was just going to say that, every practice session the bikes went out, came back, 5 races, 5 finishes, 5 trophies, a gold trophy from 100 start, all the boxes ticked. Really enjoyed it. Sort of got a little bit, maybe put myself under a bit too much pressure with maybe the 100 start and gold leathers.
Yeah.
And I loved it all. It was a great thing, and there was a great buzz about the place. And being away for a couple of years to get back on the grid, and never thought I'd ever lead away a superbike and senior TT ever again after the last couple of years. But yeah, no, it was what we achieved there. I thought was great. Really, really enjoyed it, and looking forward to the future.
And how's that going to change? Is it going to be less pressure next year? Because we had the massive break for COVID, which built up the pressure, and it was your 100 start, and you were leading on the road. So next year will it be less pressure and a little more enjoyable, or?
Yeah, I mean, I think so. I hope so. I didn't not enjoy this year's TT. I just put myself under a bit more pressure. I think now we've got that one under our belts again. I think everybody was the same. Everybody was just feeling a bit the build up to it all, and all the TV and the new movies and all the websites and all the way things are changing. It was added a bit of pressure. But yeah, next year it's just get the Honda leathers on and the helmet and go and do what I should be doing, which is riding the bike. And it could be a bit better. I know I finished 5th, but quietly away behind me. I just thought could have been a bit better, could have been a bit faster. But yeah, to finish top 6 on Superbike, it's quite emotional. Quite it was for not just for me, for my family and everybody else and everybody that's been around me, and they've all kept the faith in me as well to give me another chance. And I sometimes look at myself in the mirror and think, what am I doing at 50? But when I put the helmet on, I look better looking with a helmet on probably than I do without one.
And finally, I just want to talk about the 30th anniversary replica that Honda have done. That has just been a flock of people looking at that bike. You must be hugely proud of that bike.
Yeah, absolutely. We spent a bit of time with Harvey and the bosses all sort of, what can we do? And I just felt like we should document every bike I'd ever ridden around there. 99 starts, all the bikes, 2 strokes to 4 strokes to carburetors to fuel injected to throttle cables to fly-by-wire. I've been through all these 3 generations really, and to get it all documented in one piece of artwork, if you want to call it. Dead proud of it, dead pleased to see it.
And you get to keep one?
Well, I'm working on it. Yeah, we're definitely working on the gaffers, and I hope so. This one's going in my garage, but they probably don't know it yet. But somehow it's coming in my garage, whether they like it or not.
All right, cheers for your time, mate.
Cheers.
Appreciate it. Thank you. Okay, we're just going to get behind the scenes with the racing with the boss, the governor. First of all, you've gone from a 4-rider lineup in BSB to a 2-rider lineup, and you've swapped the Irwins around. How's that going to change the dynamics of the team? Does that make you more focused, or?
Chad, it's been a tough end of the season, if you like, trying to deal with the dynamics of that, as you say, from a 4-rider superbike team down to a 2-rider superbike team, and looking at the support package we're trying to do within Superbike, and also the support package we're trying to do within Superstock. So we've been extremely busy formulating and getting the strategy there, and as you say, losing one Irwin and getting Andrew back, which has been a great support, and again retaining Tom for 2023.
And in terms of Superstock, obviously a hugely successful year last year with David Todd taking the championship. How's that all changing for the new rules for next year?
Right, so Tom winning in 2021, David Todd winning in 2022 by the Milenko Pajas Honda. And there's a great progression there that we're hoping that David Todd will elevate into Superbike. And then this is, as I said, this is all about that support we're going to offer within Superstock to get those riders back onto into a Superbike class.
And just in terms of what's happening with Honda in the background, like most people think the season finishes, I know you guys are kind of on holiday till April or May. So what's kind of happening now at Honda Lab? What are you working on at the moment?
we are working, we've been developing our Fireblade, as many know. We had quite a few different engine specs that we were trying through the latter part of the season. And again, we've been further developing that, not only on the dyno, but also on an engine brake dyno. And we're looking to conclude that with the direction that we want to be in, to basically continue developing the Fireblade. Now, the workshop hasn't stopped. All the guys have been extremely busy, and we will be right the way up to Christmas, as many other teams will be.
And then the plan for early next year is to go test in February or March, or?
The plan obviously is MSV have opened up the rules of testing to allow us to go testing in March. So we've got a variation of circuits from Monte Blanco to Andalusia, and then moving to Navarra, which is a new circuit which has been purchased by MSV. And that will conclude our winter testing, which is, as we look back to when the Fireblade came out, straight into COVID. So we lost all that test time, which it's been painful, and it's not only for us, for many other teams. So I'm pleased, I'm happy that we're able to do that, and I'm looking forward to us as a team being able to get a number of mileage and laps under our belt before the first round of the championship, so we can really start the championship on a clean sheet, so to speak.
Cool, thanks for your time. Looking forward to joining you in Monte Blanco, hopefully.
No problem, Chad. Thank you.
And thanks for your time, mate.
Cheers.
Thank you very much.